I gotta change it. Oh, hello, my sweet. So won't you come with me? There's oh so much to show in this grim dark distillery. So if you like bullshit and want some hobby tips, this nightmare priest nigh unbinary world magnificent welcomes you. Hello, my sweet. I spun around too much. That's why I only do one spin. I remember. Also, it's too hot. I gotta take these pants off and put on some other pants. I'm not doing it on camera though. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. And that's why I don't do two shows tonight. I won't do it. Come on down. I'll swallow anything that you want me to swallow. I'll eat anything that you want me to eat. I'll chew on a dog. Yeah. Little juicy bug. Little Beetlejuice there for you guys. Yeah, so, hi Mowgli. Hi Possum. Morning. Last night's game was dark. It was. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, man, that was really fucking dark. Like, that's what happens when you fuck with Johan. And it is. Maybe if I hadn't killed Grandpappy Johan, maybe things wouldn't have ended. Karma. Karma's a bitch. And I guess maybe I earned some karmic points up. At the same time, I feel like even if we had done things differently, we probably would have ended up in the sad ending. I don't think it's a... Oh, Greeblin, you little shit. 1 second. Greeblin, what in the actual piss are you doing? Okay. Well, we're just gonna fuck with Greeblin after the stream because Greeblin has been having issues and it's just very upsetting. I think it's because I was using PETG and Greeblin was not initially set up for PETG and it's just been struggling with it since, but last night it got really wonky. So I don't know if maybe I need to change out the nozzle or if I need to clean the nozzle, but it's acting all kinds of weird. So he got his revenge in the end. He died a brave warrior on the battlefield and the main character withered away after losing everything he loved. Yep. Have you all seen All Quiet on the Western Front? I have. I love that movie. I love the book. The book is one of my favorite books. I've read it many a time. I was talking about the black and white one from the 50s. Oh, I've not seen that one. But the book, I loved the book. It's one of my absolute favorite depictions of World War One. The part where he goes to get some smokes from another bunker and then like leaves and remembers that he forgot to tell somebody something or he forgot to get something else, so he goes back and like minutes after the entire bunker's just gone and like everyone that he was talking to is just pulped, and it's just like, yep, if he had stayed there he would have died too and he would have never known. Like it's just that, and I think the scene where, and I don't remember if they did it in the show or in the movie, but I think we watched the 79 one. Nice, gotcha. Yeah, the only one I've seen is the new one on Netflix, which I thought was very good. It's not 100% adaptation, but I think the one of the most impactful parts of the book, at least, and I don't remember if they have it in the movie or not. And if they do, I don't think it hits as hard. But the hardest part of that book, like really, is when they get leave. So they have to go, like they don't have to, they get to go home and see their families. And it is just the most soul shattering. Like you expect it to be, oh, it's a good thing. And it's just like, it's not, because they can't exist in a regular world now. So like talking to people about things that they can't even understand. And listening to them to say all the dumb things that they don't know what they're talking about. And they're like, well, you just need to do this. It's just like, it's hell. It's awful. There's a scene of hands holding barbed wire with the body missing. That was a real story from the survivors. Yeah, soldier actually died. Did more for fighting its war than he ever did deployed. Yeah, no. That book has a lot of very, very grisly imagery. Very, very much an anti-war book. Definitely played a big impact on why I love World War I's history so much. It's just so interesting. Yeah, I'm running around kind of like a little crazy person this morning, trying to get back in the swing. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We got some Catboys. We're gonna be working on them. Greeblin is trying to upset me, but I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm just not gonna let it happen. It's also hot as piss over here. And I've got trash overflowing out of my trash can under my desk. My sweets, I have been cleaning like a little crazy person. And, or just a crazy person. It doesn't have to be small or little. Fan, I need you, and I need you now, more than ever. I need you to Vornado me. And that's Vornado as in like, that's the brand, not like a tornado that eats people. A Vornado. I don't think they thought about that. I don't know why they would have. It's upsetting that I did. A Vornado. It's not a tornado that's like a little fan. It's a tornado that has a vorkink and it eats people. Oh, piss. That feels great. I can feel it. Oh, sure. I really like the boots. His friend, yes. Hey, you won't be needing these. Then we see the boots last longer than the people who swap with them. This thing signifying the war keeps going in after. Yeah, no, it's gnarly. That book is so good. The movie adaptations, different ones are typically, if they're anything accurate to the book, it's probably good too. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, hell yeah. So, Catboys. So we got some kitties. Tell us what you did, Hangman. A movie called Such Rockets. Oh, I'm sure. Of course you didn't mean a giant spinning dommy mommy eating you, and you actually meant something about a fan. Sure. I mean, I could mean both. I don't want a dommy mommy to eat me. I like dommy mommies, though. Who doesn't? Am I right? I see you. All right. That's enough of that. Let's figure out what the fuck we're doing from here. So we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knives. 5 knives that look good. Oh, nope. 4. He's already got a knife that looks good. What kind of stuff do we got in here? These guys typically have some real nasty looking little weapons. This probably would have been fun, but I think that's going to get saved for something Slaanesh, literal Slaanesh oriented. That's good. These aren't really knives. They're more like, I don't know what Raphael has, but it starts with a T. That's a cleaver. It's not really a knife. I don't think that would do. That one might though. That one actually looks pretty darn good. So maybe that. That's a good machete and a hook for a hand. Arg. That's a pirate noise. For those of you who don't know pirates, they say arg. We arg about arg to arg hit arg. Out with it arg. All right. New rule. Only the captain says arg. Gosh, me too. This scene depicting the boys sleeping with French ladies was viewed as blasphemy. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sure. I think it got banned in Germany and Russia. Whole trains full of people had to leave just to watch it. That sounds right. Like, it absolutely was a anti-war film and book. Like, very funny. It turns out when you show people the horrors of what, they're being forced to do or expected to go through, turns out it makes people not really like war, which means it kind of makes them kind of hard to get all riled up for it if they have common sense. Oh, piss. Here we go. I knew there was a reason I got these little goofballs out. These are some good little trash knives. I got too many arms. You guys got too many arms. What are you doing here, you little silly goofs? That's a silly little flail. It's a mace. It's not a flail. That's a good knife. We're gonna go with that one. Give me your little hand, snip. Bye, friend. Give me both of your little hands, snip. And a snip. Is that too small of a knife? I don't feel like it is. I feel like that's right. Yeah, no, that's good. We're gonna go with that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I think that's what I need because the other one we are gonna put on his belt. So what kind of knife does he need? Honestly, I really liked the idea of using something a little more brutal for that. This is pretty good. Honestly, we'll use that one. It's one of the untamed beasts, so it looks like it's actually made of like from the jaw of something. And I feel like the chieftain, if the chieftain doesn't have it, it would fit the shaman. But Junkhead is on YouTube, and we are going to watch those movies this weekend, my sweets. I have set that on the to-do list. It will be done. I will not make you all upset any further. Speaking of movies, Mowgli. Speaking of the movies, I need to make a Arc Raiders little spot in the Discord. I'll work on that today as well. I know that was requested yesterday, so we will get that done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done, thy buckwheat come. If the buckwheat cometh. Oliver's just like upstairs. He's just like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay into bed all day. He's a bed baby. Yeah, there we go. That's a good little spot for a knife. Okay. Let's go ahead and snip this little hand off here. Probably could have done this a little bit cleaner, but Arc Raiders, I can make one on my break for you guys. Oh, that'd be amazing. I would appreciate it. I don't want to make you do anything you don't have time to do, though, or feel obligated. But, oh boy, I can't stress enough. There's certain things that I'm just like, I feel like any human being is better at this than I am, and Discord is one of them. Reddit is another. I can't even get started on that. I clearly don't know how to talk to people, which is funny because it's just like, you would think the places that like, oh hey, people would like your shit here. Nah, they don't fucking get me. But I am one of the top 1% contributors in r/horror. So, or commenters at least. Contributor, I don't know. Not r/horror. I haven't posted anything. People like my opinions on horror, but I guess nothing else. You know what I mean? You guys get me though. I have mod privileges, so I gotta do at least a little work before I start abusing my powers. That is true. There's a voice changer, and it's funny tricking 50-year-old men into thinking I'm a girl to let me live. That's good. I guess I haven't messed around with the voice changer. I've only used the emote window, or the little dial. Man, I got so much of my shit that I needed last night, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm about to upgrade so much of my shit. I was so pumped. And then I got to the fucking evac thing, and there's another dude there, and we're just like, both like, no, don't shoot. We're like, all right, cool, we're friends. And there's a fucking leaper that's like, just like, just kind of walking around the whole time, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. And then I realized that he's already opened the thing, so I'm like, shit, okay, I gotta fucking run. So by the time that I get to the thing, I pretty much got to do the whole roll thing as the doors just closed. And I'm just like, no! And then I just got wrecked by a leaper. And I was just like, man, all my things that I found. And that's when I was like, maybe I should start playing with twins. My fear is though, and this is why, like, I need to get Shankly's, and everybody's, I guess we need to make a little crew. But I am afraid of losing too much time because I know who I am and how easy it is for me to slip into a, I'll just do this for a little bit, and the next thing I know, hours have gone by, and I just have so much stuff that I got to do to try and make this thing a thing. So, I came across two teams fighting over Bastion loot, and me and my buddy used ass stitchers to weld the last three guys and looted everything. I like that. I support that. It's good. It's good. So this is a very small little piece of metal, but it's going to go inside that very small little knife. This is music wire. I want to say it's like 0.02 or 0.2. I don't know. We'll check. Someone's going to ask that eventually. What gauge is your music wire? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I was off by like half almost. It's 0.5. Yeah, and it says 0.52, 0.51. That's going to account for probably a slight bend in the metal that I've not really perceptible, as well as probably some glue, just a little bit of deformation. That's where the difference is going to be, but that's a 0.5. That's the smallest wire I use for pinning. Now, for detail work, I do use smaller stuff like Possum's Commission has a bunch of very, 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 very thin guitar strings. They're high E's, which that's the same thing like these. Honestly, I don't know. I would assume, this is an assumption, I would assume that when it says music wire, it's probably piano. I would assume these are piano strings, or at least the wire that would be used in a piano. So that looks good. This also is probably going to look good. This one's probably going to look the best, though, because this is the one that I think I drilled that hole for, or drilled a hole that will fit this small little boop. Oh yeah. We're just going to work that in there. Work it, baby. I also realized, you know what I need to do? I need to show you guys how I magnetize bases, because it's something that I hate doing, but I actually have a very, very good method now, which is very fun. Speaking of, when are you open again? I'm open for you. Pretty much whenever you're like, hey, I would like you to make something. I still have to finish. I need to do the commission for the wires for their Trench Crusade stuff, and I need to finish Grief, but I need to get back. I'm kind of at the point where now I can kind of make a schedule, so if you are wanting something, just let me know. I'm not going to say it's open yet for like everybody, because like I do not have the time to do that, because I do have other ones still to do. But if there is something that you're wanting, I've already told you before that, like, yeah, whenever you're wanting that other one, just let me know, and I can add that. I'll get to it after the wires commish. But didn't go very deep though. Just a little poke. It's just a little poke. And now this hand is open. So much innuendo. No, not the thumb. Okay. I'm really glad that didn't go in my coffee. The curse of the possum trying to ruin my coffee. The impaler. Exactly. Alrighty. Well, that thumb looks a little wonk, but nothing that some super glue, green stuff, and hyperfocus can't fix. Sorry guys, I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm actually doing here. So pretty much that little knife, I just put that .5 millimeter metal rod, pin vise, drilled a hole into the little knife, added it in there so it's a handle, fed it through the hole that I put in the hand, and then when I go back I'm just going to fill in that, smooth everything out so it looks like, it will look like a handle. Look, I'm just saying, anyone who has ever crossed me has met a terrible fate. I shared this with Grandpappy, probably war criminal Johan. I was about to say a very silly thing, and I was like, I mean, in the 1400s, were there war crimes? Yes. Yes, there were, Eli. We've always done war crimes. As long as there's war, there can be war crimes. Yeah. Man, that was a pretty field. I can't stress enough though that I like that it's just like, well, the first little story that I'm going to tell on my stream with games, because that's the whole thing is I kind of want to show what I love to do, which is to tell stories, specifically through tabletop gaming, because it's just it leads itself by having miniatures. You're already kind of you already said like, man, your stuff could be used for stop motion animation. It's like that's the goal. Like that's my goal. Like I love stop motion animation. I always have. I've always loved practical effects. I've always been enamored since a child by like the stuff that you can tell someone made that and they put it into a movie. It's so cool. I love that stuff. Micro Machines were like one of my first loves. Just being able to see something brought down to a scale where you could tell little stories with it. It made a huge impact on me and my imagination. But I wanted to, hey, Grebo's done. Now it's about to get quiet. So, yeah, I wanted to showcase the kinds of stories that I like to tell with miniatures, which typically the people that I like to tell them with, like RPG groups or, you know, gaming, they typically enjoy. So I would like to share that with everybody else. But I didn't want to start with, hey, here's a story that I made up, because I really also want to showcase, hey, this is how you could do it too. And the fact that 1490 released a campaign that is a solo campaign that you don't have to have other people to do, and it plays through an actual story, I really thought that would be a good choice. After the battle, he got his free farmer dom, free farmer dom from the locked. They locked all the prisoners they took in the barn and lit it on fire. So it's free farmer dom. Yeah, man. Hey, spoilers. Yeah, man. There's something pretty bleak. I remember Cody telling me that he was like, "Oh, you're gonna love it. Like it is hopeless." And I was just like, I mean, people tell me that, but they don't really mean. Yeah, nope. Cody meant it. Cody meant it. It's a fucking bleak story. It actually, full disclosure, it caught me off guard. When we got to the end last night, I was like, wow, this is pretty heavy. I'm not a big dog guy, but man, that's fucking heavy. That's grim. Everyone is dead. I killed a bunch of people, and then I got to watch my loved ones slowly die of starvation or the creeping death. And after eating my dog, I assume I starved to death. Spoilers for the Hussite Wars in the 1400s. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that happens, you know. War crimes. Talk about people who love doing war crimes to each other. Germany and Russia have been doing war crimes to each other since like before Germany was a unified place. Just pretty much for forever. Like reading about like the kind of relationships that like the areas had before World War One, it makes a lot of sense why really monstrous things did happen. Yeah, it's very clear. Why can't we all just get along, you know? Why can't we all just get along and make little cat boys? That's what my plan is. Wham. knife for the knife god. One more snip. There we go. Okay. Seen the excitement. What was going to happen after you saved your daughter fade from your face as you read? Yeah, no. I was wondering if that was visual. If you all could tell that I was getting sad. I was like, oh yeah, here's what's happening. Oh. Oh. This is actually not really an adventure. It's more of just a tragedy. I see that now. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Getting softer, I guess. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. That's good. We'll go with that. Boop, boop, boop. And a beep, beep, beep. Knife. Psh. I've seen too many people walking on water. Must have been ice. They didn't believe that eating bread and wine or whatever had to do with it. Jesus or something. I don't know. I skimmed the Wikipedia article. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey man, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you can only do so much. I thought that I was doing the best I could by sicking my furious loyal hound on people. Which that's another thing as far as, oh hey, what are we gonna do with Fall of Rothenburg? We absolutely can play through that again. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to play through it with my Doom Company, Vemut and his companions. Let's see how the Femboy Death Cult handles things. Spoiler, we're going to kill and eat everybody. So that is what Grebo just finished working on. It's PETG. It's definitely a little bit stringier. And I finally had to just like start. It does not print the same. I don't know enough about what the fuck I'm doing with this to really branch into other materials yet, apparently. So I need to stick with PLA. But with all that said, Grebo's such a good baby. Such a good baby, Grebo. Unlike my other child. Greeblin, do you want more hair? I don't know. I don't know. You're just doing crazy shit now. This is pretty fucking beefy. I printed this with the full settings at 15% infill, whereas the others have been like 5 because they're PLA. But even that, it does not... There is clearly something different about printing between the two materials that it does not maintain its integrity or its closeness or detail. I don't know. I haven't really spent time trying to dial it in. So that it's probably a little bit on me too. Wham, wham, wham. Well, you quit doing that. Wham, wham, wham. So we're going to snip this little hand right on the fingers. Cut off all of the fingers, baby. Grebo. Oh, Grebo. Tell your siblings not to walk my way. I'm not a big Danzig fan. Greeblin is the rebellious phase, and they want a Mohawk or Liberty Spikes now? Yeah, that's it. They wanted to be Sigourney Weaver for a while, and they were like, I'm Sigourney, and then they were just like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't wear hair anymore. So they threw their hair on the ground a whole bunch of times. Eventually I got over it, and I was like, all right, cool, I guess you're an adult. And now I guess they've hit the point that like I did, where they're like, I'm going to get a Mohawk, and I'm going to dress like a trash person, and I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I'm just like, wow, Greeblin, I'm proud of you for self-realizing, but also I do kind of need you to do the job. I'm not angry, and I'm not like, you got to do this, you're my little robot. I appreciate everything, but I do need clear communication, Grebo. I try to give everything that I can to those who need, if they need it. in exchange for, you know, what I'm asking. I try to be fair. I try to be fair. But I don't know how to be fair. I'm not calling it that. That's how we get. That's how we get on the list. Mowgli, wire back. Here, wire back. Oh, they want a Misfits shirt. I gotta tell you, I don't think I've ever sat down and listened to a single Misfits song. I've heard a little bit and been like, this isn't for me. But I don't think I've listened to an entire song all the way through. But the amount of people I know that love the Misfits is wild. Well, I'm glad that didn't go in my hand, or anyone else. Alrighty. Wow, that was actually pretty good. Pretty good, just blind cutting it, hoping it'll work out. It's pretty much exactly the length that I need it to be. So, man, we are actually making pretty fucking good progress on these. It's torn to shreds. Wore my Misfits hoodie today. Hell yeah. Torn to shreds. That's typically, I am too attached to get a new hoodie. I get it. I get it. I've slowly... My cousin Grant's hoodie that I wear all the time, the one with the big pentagram that says "Believe in Yourself." I have slowly worn the shit out of it, and I hate. I'll show it here in a second. I hate that I cut the pouch, the little pouch in the front. Part of me is like, I could do a patch, and I'm just like, fuck it, because like whenever I got it, it had like stains on it and shit. Just very, very much my cousin Grant. And I'm just like, I think he would have preferred me to leave it as is, to show that I actually wear it when I do what I like. So, but yeah, sawing stuff with my razor saw. Sawing stuff with that razor saw, and then just barely catching the little fabric of the pocket in the front. Just so quick, shredded it. I was like, fuck. But yeah, I mean, it's just gonna, it's either A, I'm gonna try to sew it together, or B, I'm gonna put a patch on it, but I'm gonna have that thing until I die. Little memento mori. There we go, baby. That's good. That's pretty much perfect. Pretty much exactly the kind of vibe that I was going for. Give me your money. Sorry, word stone. Give me your word stone. My GF wears this huge Carhartt jacket that literally is only held together with pins. She looks like my little homeless gum. I love that so much. That's so good. Have that I need a patch and ass cheek on. It's too many. I never get around to it. I'm going to be real with y'all. I think Kelly's throwing away my pants. Like, and not all my pants, but like some of them. Because like, I'm a trash boy. And I'm just hard on pants. Like, I blow the seat out of pants all the time. And I think it's because I like to sit on concrete, and I like to sit on rocks, and they're just pants. You know, I'm not thinking about, I'm going to sit down right here. And over time, that, like, you know, that has a, set up a hidden camera to catch it. Oh, no. Because I don't know when, I'm sure it happens, like, I'm assuming it's like doing the laundry, and then it's just like, these have, and I cannot stress enough, she's not wrong. I'm trash. I'm a trash man. The pants should be thrown away. They have too many holes in them, and I won't ever do it. And it's, I mean, there's been at least 2 or 3 pairs of shorts that like I have been like walking, and then the crotch falls out. Just the whole thing falls, like it's, my pants are all, like the shorts specifically. It's mainly shorts. Jeans, nope, jeans too. I do it with jeans. I wear jeans until the ass and the crotch just bust out, and like just, there's no fixing it. But I get my money's worth. And then I'm like, oh man, and I get some new pants, and then I'm like, all right, well, here's another X amount of years before I have to think about that again. I don't know. You know, you get comfy pants, and you're just like, I don't want these to ever change. Always be comfy for me. So from here, that's a lot. We covered a lot there. Only 38 minutes in. I've yapped, 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 yapped. Hoo boy. What should we do next? Well, I know that we're going to do a bunch of sculpting, but I also know that we're going to wish that we had cut some stuff off, some details, before we get to that part. So, also, if I install a hidden camera, that means there's a hidden... Aha! I knew it. I fucking knew it. It's broken. Right there. This was a sign. I need to start using my other knives. I'm just kind of afraid to use them. Not to be like, ooh, I'm a little spooked. I'm just so used to using these. I've been using these knives for so long. But the thing is, like, I bought them because they are meant to be used. So, let me check. That one's also even fucking smaller. So, we'll grab that. Let's see. Display, it's time to put my money where your mouth is. If that's the phrase. It's probably not the one I want, but it's a phrase. Does that work? Can we use regular hobby knives? Blades? Fuck yeah, we can. Damn, that feels good too. Okay. Alright, Display. You got me. I'm in the pocket of Big Display. I am gonna... Does this have anything in it? No, that's weird. I wonder what that's for. Oh, it's probably blade storage. Oh, side note. Danzig apparently just tells dad jokes all the time. That kind of tracks. Mama, mother, mama. That's some fucking band that... Fly on a dead mama's body, yeah. Tony the Tiger killed your mama. It was a local band, and that's all I remember about any of their songs. But my friend Sean and I joked about that for years. That and Diesel Dub. Those are two things that we like to talk about a lot in Fur and Teeth. Dad jokes. What's your favorite dad joke? Somebody hit me with their favorite dad joke. Let me hear it. Okay, yeah, this is good. Actually, let me use the little one. Let's see. Let's just go full blown crazy here. Let's use both of the new tools that I've had for so long that I haven't used because of anxiety and not wanting to try anything different. That's very pleasing. It's a very good quality blade, and it's very small, and I can really get in there. All right. Yep. Okay, Display. You did it. I'm happy. Now, when are we going to be friends? Tell me you want to be friends, Display. Do it. Or I'll start making advertisements for your things that I like. And you'll be like, please don't say that about it. And I'll be like, but it's true. If you don't want me to tell people how sexual your products are, don't make such sexy hobby supplies. You know what I mean? Everybody gets that, right? Can't stress enough, this is the sexiest tool I fucking own. This thing is so fucking sick. I absolutely love this tool. And if I'm not got something on a base, if I'm not going to be using that, I'm going to be using this. This is just so good. We're absolutely going to move these heads out of those little corks to put onto here whenever we get to that point. Because hot damn, I just love using that little tool. It just feels so good in my hands. Feels right, you know? There has to be a film cover band called the Misfits, right? Oh. There has to be. I would think. You think so too? It's your band. You have a femme, all girl. It's just a solo project. Okay, well that doesn't really sound like a Misfits cover band. That sounds just like Margot. If I'm being honest. Now I'm not saying it's bad, Margot. I'm just saying. I know you don't like criticism, whether it's constructive or not. Marco says, who the fuck are even you? I do have a dad joke about pizza if you want to hear. I want to hear all of them. Possum, you silly little goof. When I say, hey, tell me a dad joke, if you've got anything, I'm here for it, baby. Also, magnets. These are just in the floor. That's bad. I can't tell you. That's probably like what, 25, 30 plus very powerful neodymium magnets? That's not a good thing to leave in the floor. That could probably really fuck something up. Something. Margot. Margot, Possum's going to tell a dad joke. Did you want to hear it? Oh, I love dad jokes. Nah, you know what? It's too cheesy. Possum, do it. Tell the dad joke. Do it now. Ah, Gavin McCormick, welcome, my friend. Aren't they supposed to be cheesy? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Hi, Margot. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Possum, will you tell us? Gee, I love that angle. That was the joke. Wait. Man, without Grebo and Greblin going, the silence in here is oppressive, but that was very good. And now I get it. That's a good dad joke, Possum. He said, I know a good joke about pizza, Margot. And I said, okay, let me hear it. I really want to hear it. And then he said, never mind. It's too cheesy. You get it? Like cheese on a pizza? Do you get it, Margot? She gets it. She likes it. Whoa, popped into an extreme close-up. Only that angle, please. Okay, hey guys. So today we're going to be... How would I... Okay. Well, I guess I would just have to get rid of this camera. Just like only have 2 of these. And just be like, yeah, so pretty much today we're going to be working on the Catboys. Margot hates this bit. Hey. Just pick me up. Let me do the angle, Dad. You don't like to really lay upside down, but here you go. Okay, hey guys. Today we're going to be doing a bunch of cool stuff. My dad's working on some cat boys. She's looking kind of angry, but she's purring. Margot. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Gosh, you smell so good. Such a good smelling little baby girl. I was a baker for a while. Had to quit. Damn, I missed it. Was a baker for a while. Had to quit. Yeah, swap cameras. Crummy job. I'm dying. Oh, you got me. You're getting me so good. Hobby in the normal face cam and being the close-up. Didn't make enough dough. Cat bash. Didn't make enough dough, baby. Margot, what do you call a deer that can use both front hooves? I don't know. Wait, can't they all? Can't all deer use their front hooves? Is it just deer? Is the answer just a deer? The suspense is killing me. Margot! Hi! Come here, did I mess up your hair? I'm sorry, princess. There you go. Bambidextrous. That's very ridiculous. Girl. You can sit in my lap, but you gotta be well behaved. You gotta be sponsotrilatrans. You know we're streaming right now. We need that big chow money. You like chow? I think I accidentally touched your little nose with my leg. I'm sorry. It was wet. There you go, princess. Girl, you are rotten. Rotten. I know, I've heard that one, Mowgli. And as far as the Dark Mechanicum, Steve, fuck yeah. I'm all about that. It is very quiet in here. Greeblin, I wish you had not decided that today was the day that you want to upset your father. I got Margot here all over me now. Just, well, pick me up and find out, I guess, you know. Oh, hey, I just realized we're probably going to use chainmail on this. Girl. Hey, girl. What are you doing? Yeah, let's see. We probably are going to use chainmail on that. So we don't really need to do too much to that, but we should go ahead and cut this up right here, because that's going to look good with a little bit of gravity being shown there. So this kind of like quilted look, while it is cool, it does not really read to me like, oh hey, we live in the woods and we raid and we're beastmen and we're cat boys. And whoo, now this is a cut away from you knife. Holy piss, that's a sharp blade. I felt the little bit of the edge, and yeah, that's a cut in the opposite direction, Eli, or you will need stitches. Damn. It did not, no, I mean it did break the skin a little bit, but I've got thick skin. But yeah, that was just a little bit of a graze there. If you don't show up Tuesday, I'll send a rescue party. Oh fuck, okay, what's it? Yuri! Bro, we have a super typhoon Feng Wong coming this Monday. That sounds awful. Be safe, Yuri. It's massive. Almost cover our country. Oh my gosh. Even though my place will never hit the eye, but still rains will be intensified. That's very frightening. Have you read about Anchorus Scorio or the True Mechanicum? Oh yeah. Shankly, I could talk to you about the Mechanicum all day, baby. That's like one of the biggest things with like the... Margot! Honey, you're being rude. You have food, you have water, you have all the toys that I can think that you would possibly want. Either come over here and hang out and be a part of the stream, shocked, just offended. Dad, I can't believe you don't want me to sit on the other side of your cabinets and just scream. Why would you not like that, Dad? You love that kind of stuff. Just like Margot, it's very quiet in here, and that's going to drive me crazy eventually. Just, yeah, I know. And now they're all going to take your side, Margot. I haven't looked yet, but I'm looking, I'm waiting. She's upset the stream isn't about her. Thinking Yuri. No, that's, yeah, hopefully everything is okay, Yuri, and that you will be safe. Margot, that's it. She's just like, I'll watch over Yuri. We've got our top jumbo on the case. Where even are you, Margot? She's just on the other side of the cabinet, just screaming. Intermittently. And she can do it for a very long time. I think that's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, she only screams for a little bit. You gotta let her cry it out. That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And that is not silent, which can eternal cry. That is the way of the jumbo. He's Orphane. Can't wait to paint. One of my favorite models. Hell yeah, dude. Think of Yuri. She meowed so loud I thought that was a cat in my workplace. That's it. No, she's not. The microphone is right here, y'all. She's on the other side of these solid steel cabinets that are full of shit. I've got a fan over there. She's just sitting over there about 12 feet screaming. Just screaming into the void. I love her. She is my will made manifest, but it can be a little much even on me sometimes. I'm like, gosh, I'm a psycho. But yeah, no, Shankly, I love the Mechanicum. I mean, honestly, a lot of people, this is a deep cut, but my original My original, I'm going to put some music on. I need something in the background. My original handle for like the 28 community was the Grimdark Distillery, and after that I switched to the Dragons of Phaeton, and then eventually I just went to Eli, and then RedWetSkeleton showed up. But the Dragons of Phaeton was a reference to all the lore building I did for the Forge World Phaeton, which is a canonical Forge World in 40k and in 30k. But it was like at one point in time you could go to the wiki, like, you know, you could Google Phaeton Forge World, like 3 sentences. There were 3 sentences, and I spent so much time fleshing it out. And then when Titanicus came out, they decided, oh, hey, we want to start messing around with Phaeton again, and they started, you know, making more lore. And it's just like, damn it, all the work that like I had put into trying to make something that was barely touched and not really important. It's just like, oh, you guys are going to try to reclaim that now, huh? That's fine. It's fine. But yeah, essentially that's their whole thing. Is they are in contact with the one true Omnissiah, and eventually we can dabble more into that. I'm gonna put on a little bit of Polyphia because that's always a good choice. Or Ariana. Ariana's also a great choice, but we'll do Polyphia. We'll do some new levels, new devils. Ooh, this song's nasty. It's called Nasty. Oh, we're talking about it next pod. Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait for my order from Forge World. I had a call from the Void moment the other day. I love those. It does over a freeway and every intrusive thought was so much. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Also help me make a darker camera display board. Yeah, of course. I would love to do that. I would love all of that. Also, Mowgli, no, my friend. I get there's a big difference between like, suicidal thoughts and like the call of the void, where it's just like, you don't want to do the thing, but your brain's just like, hey, you should do this. And you're just like, why the fuck did I just think that? 40k sucks. There's not enough Chaos Space Dragons. I mean, that is true. Why don't we do what I always say we should do and make 40k great again? And by that, I'm not being like, let's trump it up. I'm like, hey, let's just start making the stuff that we want to be in there. I really was thinking about this earlier. I was like, man, I want to play 3rd edition 40k again. Like, that sounds fun. I would like to make a 3rd edition 40k army. That which is dead may never drown. All right. If that music's too loud, let me know, and I'll turn it down. If my humming is too loud, I won't stop. I'm just kidding. I won't hum. Never played 3rd. I'm a new Jack. 9th and 10th here. Oh. That's a completely different game, though. I've never played Rogue Trader, so like, fuck. Maybe. That's gonna just require a lot more learning on my part. 3rd, I could play 3rd right now. I was obsessed with 3rd edition, and that's why it's just like, the things that they change throughout the editions, like, there's so much stuff, but a lot of the stuff that's just like, that's like second nature at this point. Like, oh yeah, it's this. It's just like, it's because I was so obsessed with 3rd. Let's play Inquisitor. You got me hyped on yesterday. I'm fucking down with that too. Bam, I did it. And then I just spit everywhere. I'm disgusting. I'm so sorry. Did I just accidentally? No. Okay. OD. Here we go. Okay. 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th are the only good one. And the only good one was 5th. Spit Daddy Eli. You did it, Shankly. I hate that. Ugh. I don't want people to tell me to spit. I'm going to grab some books while I recover from that. Okay, here's Inquisitor, and here's 3rd edition. So this is like my favorite time period, because this is like when I fell in love with Warhammer. And both of these are around the same time. I actually sold my 3rd edition copy of the rulebook at one point in time when I was going through some shit. This is my friend Alan's. But this is what 40K looked like when I started playing it. And yeah, it's an older book, but honestly, not too poorly maintained. But it's got some of the best art that they've ever had in any of them. Particularly, there is, it might be further back. I remember looking at these guys quite a bit. Tears of the Warp, looking at these drawings, and then specifically, where are you at? Mm-hmm. Also, Shankly, do you want a lictor? I kind of would like to see. Oh man, there was one. That's such a fucking. It's the same guy on the cover, but he's not over here. But that's such a good Marine. I think it's a tech priest. Man, there are, wherever it talks about cults and the enemy within, the enemy without, and the enemy beyond, there are 3 images that really impacted me, and I was like, I want to make that. That's such a rad picture. Here we go. The enemy within. I really loved this guy. Just such a good, creepy picture. And then this, of course, with all the crucified bodies in the back. It's just, yeah, I love 3rd edition. Really set in my head what grimdark is. Yeah, all of this is just great. And the game was fun. It wasn't too obscure or too power gamey. Inquisitor was just Dark Heresy 2nd edition with a weird action system. You might be right. Stream's coming in on me. Oh no! Are we good now? It seems like we're good. 0% drop frames. Like, yeah. No, I think we're good on here. It was for me too. Yeah, no, it's really good. And then the Inquisitor rulebook is just fucking sick. This game, so much of this was like based on Eisenhorn. But one of the things that I was trying to tell Steve about yesterday, and why Inquisitor is so good. Now that I'm thinking about it, Possum, I can't not think about what you just said, and like, yeah, you're right. It is like a earlier Dark Heresy 2nd edition, which I have all the books for still. I loved that. This picture is one of my fucking favorites. The glare is a little shit, but it is just, there is so much going on in there, and it's kind of hard to tell what is going on, but you get such an impression of how fucking colossally vast everything is and how dark the world is. The servitor on the wall is just so gnarly looking. and this weird little tech abomination surrounded by corpses that have been hacked to shit. And then the multi-levels. It reminds me, this picture looks how Yharnam feels when you're playing Bloodborne for the first few times and you're walking and you're finding all these paths that like connect to each other that you didn't assume would. So I'm very, very excited by that. I am so down to start playing Inquisitor and 3rd edition. And I mean, to be honest, yeah, Rogue Trader, I would love that. Those are good goals. On that note, I gotta go pee. It's 9:03 my sweets. I will be right back. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, let's see if I can actually get Grebo going real quick. Hey, Grebo, can I get you going? Okay, apparently not. No, we're not going to do that on stream. Fuck that. That takes too much time. All right. What was I talking about? Probably Inquisitors, probably third. 3.5 is probably my favorite area. Before 4th edition, but after the Chaos Codex update, that book is probably my favorite. Probably my favorite book that GW ever made is the 3.5 Codex for Chaos Space Marines. It's so good. The art really, like, while the rule book for third got me like interested and like in love with Grimdark, the 3.5 Chaos Codex like shaped what 40k looks like in my head. And like the only people that really capture that like in stories are like Abnett for me, and like ADB and Abnett both really nail that just bleak world that I loved so much. Okay, we're gonna shave a couple of these little bits and bobs off. Oh yeah, I turned off my musics. If any of you ever come across a clubhouse that Margot is in and she's just like, you gotta know the password, it's a 17-digit code. It is, there's a spoiler. The 17-digit code is the opening note sequence of GOAT. Margot really likes that. Sean's just like, oh, this is nasty. Note that down, Margot's password's GOAT. Okay, okay. Margot's clubhouse is the large hydrangea bush in our backyard. It's some species of hydrangea, which it is harvesting time, my sweets. And by that I mean we are at like the point in the year where I can actually be like, hey, let's make a little video where I go out in the backyard and I show you how I harvest all those things that I use as far as coming from the backyard. Since I started doing this, it's been spring and summer, which means that all the stuff was growing, not dead yet. And we want it to be dead for a while. Dead, dried out. Because the more alive it is, the more likely it is that it's not going to work with how we do things here at the old distillery. Okay, no, I'm not going to just hum Polyphia. Nobody wants to hear that. Little bag, that's good. The cloak. Actually, fuck it. Let's make some adjustments. Make some adjustments, and we'll make a tradition of it. Let me in there. Give me that pouch. Give me your loincloth. You silly kitty boy. No more loincloth for you. You're gonna get a better one. Yeah. Around your little butt, too. Ha! All the back sass. This is fun. I haven't gotten to really dabble in a Warhammer-esque miniature in a while where I get to hyper detail and make some fun fabric and what have you. So this, yay! So when are you going to make a Canopian Catboy Battletech Lance? I don't know. Possum, I love how many good ideas you have. I just need the time. Also, now these Catboy Battle Lances, are they just Catboy pilots? Or do they have Catboy kind of looking mechs? That's kind of... Oh, yeah. Roz. Roz, and I don't think Possum. I think Roz is the one who recommended G-Quux, the new Gundam. We watched the first episode last night. I enjoy it. It doesn't seem like it's going to have the same vibe for me that Witch from Mercury did, which I absolutely loved. Soletta is the best girl, and Mjorne is also great. But it's good. We're interested. We're gonna watch that. The animation is what pretty much initially drew me off from it, but it's also very clear that, like, yeah, there's a lot of Evangelion like kind of bleed over, and I do love all that. You all know I love that Evangelion. All right, I think that's good. I think we have got enough of the detailed... Oh, nope. They have these little corsets on them and whatnot, and while I do like that very much, I'm probably going to cover that detail. So it's better to shave it down instead of trying to, like, make it work with what I'm doing. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now for you, my friend. I'm back. Yeah, they're Catboy pilots. Okay, cool. The Magistracy of Canopus is like a wealthy pleasure destination. Some people get body mods to make them cat boys and girls. Yep, okay. Well, thank you. That does it. That's gonna be where my work is in the Battletech world. I'll do it. You know, everyone's just like, we need more cat boys, we need more cat girls in the world. Fine. I'll do my part. You wanted them real spooky, right? You wanted them all spooky no matter what. I don't know. We might get into some cute ones when it comes time for something lighthearted. He. But how often do I do lighthearted stuff? Not often. The little submarine thing that I made is probably the most lighthearted. And then it's still kind of horrifying when you think about it. For scabs. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Just really cutting up this loincloth here. Such a good album. We don't want that little bird skull. There's no power in bird skulls for cat boys. You sillies. Some of their official unit schemes are sick. That sounds rad. You might just see Cavaliers and the first Canopian Lancers are. All right, I'm down. I'm down for it. I'll have to take a peek. Honestly, I need to fuck with BattleTech because in order to play it, I really just need to paint some models, and I enjoy painting these days. So we'll probably be able to knock that out pretty quick. More Time is the first and foremost project right now, just because I have to be ready for next year to play in our campaign, which is something important. I really want to try to be more involved in the community. And that means making myself a member of the community. So I should definitely be more involved in my local community. As opposed to just doing what I want to do and trying to show it. So I definitely want to make sure that I have everything I need for that done. But in the background, as always, so I got to work on multiple things at once because I'm a crazy person. In the background, we are definitely going to be working on Necropolis, as well as finishing up commissions, Grief. Mr. Greed. Technically already made Greed, it's the concubine. Is this Saucy? Yeah, Saucy's such a fucking sick riff. All right. Man, okay, that went pretty quick, actually. I forgot his name. Went to the city, and while walking through the botanical garden, there was a retired veteran playing the violin. I sat with him and listened to his little tunes while enjoying the rest of my day. Forgot his name, the humming reminded me of that interaction. Hell yeah. Oh wait, that just comes off, eh? That works for me. You goof. Get out of here. Actually, okay, fuck, is that it? Are we done now? That was it. Alright. It's time, my sweets, for the filling. Get your filling on, get your filling on. Time to fill up that crouch. Filling up his crouch. Wait a minute. Was there another kneecap here? Did I lose a kneecap? Yes, I did. Give that back. You're not going anywhere. Get over here. Just gonna push that into the hole, just like this. I'm turning that up. Yes. The name of the song is Yas. It's got so much fucking good riffs. So many fucking good riffs. That does not look bad. Well, I got that coffee drank, baby. I forgot his name. That reminded me of that interaction. Drink your coffee, Eli. Got drank sick. You guys like this butt? Is that what you come for? Is this what you came here for? There was a butt under there the whole time. I didn't even know about it. Butt. Must have been on my break. Yeah. Yeah, I did the thing. I got my coffee drank. Chabam. Weird butt. Hi, Roz. Roz, were you the one that was telling me I needed to watch the new Gundam G-Quux? I don't know if you were here when I was talking about that just a second ago, but we did start to watch it, and I very, very much enjoyed the first episode. It looks very cute. You were right. I feel like it was you telling me to watch it. Hi. Also, hi, Roz. Can't see Roz typing. Oh, no. She is 2 comments up from that last one you wrote. Hi, Roz, wherever you are. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. No, I'm digging it. It's good vibes. It's good vibes so far. We're gonna need to get rid of those ears. Those aren't kitty ears, you silly. Do we need to get rid of this too? No. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like the little, almost blinder kind of thing. I'm on pseudo mobile. Eli on the telly, chat on the phone. Good morning, y'all. Hell yeah. That's the way to do it. Eli on the telly. It's me. I'm on the telly, isn't it? Hello. Where's that Doc? Let me talk to him with my very good accent. He loves it. He loves it. Okay, wow, we're doing good. Cool, rad. Let's do some filling. Ah! Yeah, also, just in case you guys were wondering, Margot, when I went upstairs to go pee, she apparently was just screaming down here for a hot minute and then just went upstairs and laid down on a nice soft blanket on the couch and is just taking a little nap. She just had to scream herself out, I guess. It's okay, I'll scream myself out. Don't worry about it. Oh baby, I need you to hold my hand. I must admit that I every night. Your eyes and your smile sees the fun out of my mind. So after getting a bunch of pictures, well, I took a bunch of pictures yesterday, but I got the first Doom Company. I got all of those edited, and then I got Kelly's Night. So I'll probably post one of the pictures of Vemet on Instagram today, and then I'll share another one in the Discord so you guys can see. You all get to see it before everyone else does if you're in the Discord. And they're all very, very zoom-inable. Not to toot my own horn, but it's the first time I've ever seen pictures that actually capture the shit that I make, like to the level that I make it. So when you zoom in, you can see that it looks like Vemet has been fucking braining people with the nails of Christ. It's grisly, and it looks so good. The pig ears are utterly horrific. They look like pig's ears. Unfortunately, you have to look at them very, very, very close. Yeah, no, I'm really, really pleased with them. But it did make me realize, holy fuck, I need to get pictures of frustration and all my other stuff so I can really zoom in and see it, because man, I want to see that. Turns out when everyone was like, hey, you should take some really good pictures so people can see how much detail that you put in there, they mean I should get some really good pictures so you can see how much detail I put in there, not take a picture of Eli. That's what they mean. I didn't know that. I think I got the tism. It can be confirmed nor denied, though. What the piss was even that? It's a watch part. We're not using you right now, but I don't want to lose you, so you can stay right there. Okay. Wasn't expecting a callback and was sold on the initial premise of Gundam Fighting Ring. So yeah, I'm on a pseudo mobile. Yeah, I forgot Dark from the UK. Yeah, too wish I could scream and then cuddle up on the couch and take a nap. Yes, a storm is brewing, my sweets. It's been a while since I've gotten to say that, but it is brewing. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. We've got a chance of snow here on Monday. Kentucky. You know what they say, if you're from Kentucky or you ever meet somebody and you're just passing through, if you don't like the weather, just hang around the rest of the week. Ha ha ha. Because it fucking changes all the damn time. Like, inconsistent. Kentucky needs to get its shit together when it comes to weather. Or maybe we need to not live here. I don't know. It's one of the two. Talking shit about a pretty sunset. Fuck me. Okay, there we go. Give me that good epoxy sculpt. That's what I need, baby. Are you guys the same size? Roughly. I'm pretty good at that. There we go. Now we're going to want some gloves. And we are just going to be filling. We're not doing any details, so this is going to be just straight aves. No green. You guys want me to make some balloon animals? I could do that. I can make a dog. Like it's nothing. You'll be like, damn, where'd that dog come from? I just made it out of a balloon. Also can do swords. I have made a snail, but if I'm being honest, once the air starts to go out, the snail looks very conspicuous. This one's a turkey. Oh, that one? That's a turkey. I still got to make foot turkeys, but I don't want to do it around Thanksgiving. Wait a minute, I'm thinking ghosts. I didn't want a half-ass foot ghost. I'll make hand turkeys. We'll make hand turkeys on Thanksgiving. Or around there. Sometime before. Hand turkeys are coming, don't you worry. I'll get my own hand turkeys, don't you worry, Hal. You guys seen the Sasquatch gang? If not, I would really recommend it. We didn't get the ghost foot. Yeah, I can still do the ghost foot, but I wasn't prepared to put paint on my foot at the time. We're getting closer. Now here's the question. When it comes to ghost foot, do you guys want the burnt foot or the broken foot? Actually, no, they're both the same foot. I forgot. Yeah, I think. No, they're both fucked. I fucked both my feet up. What is this Sasquatch gang? Oh, it is a coming of age film that is about some kids trying to find broken and burnt, please. Okay. We'll just do both. We'll just do both. I think that's what the world needs. The world needs more of me making questionably strange. I'll just use that content with no bad intentions. Oh fuck, we gotta turn goat up. You know that. I'm sorry. So yeah, if you're ever the Sasquatch gang is about kids trying to find Sasquatch. So yeah, the first 17 notes of that. If you ever need a secure passcode, figure out how to make that with a keypad. No one will ever guess it. It's so fucking sick. Such a fucking sick riff. So Sasquatch Gang is about a bunch of kids trying to find Sasquatch in like the woods. And fuck. Justin Long, that's his name. Justin Long. His character, it's my favorite Justin Long character ever. Is in that movie. And you really, one, you need to watch it. Two, you need to watch the special like deleted scenes, because somebody, I don't know who it was, I don't know who made the call, but the original opening of the movie is so good. It's just Justin Long, and he is white trash made manifest in this movie. Whatever you think of when you think of that. That's what his character embodies. And it's him crawling out of I think he crawls out of a window. And there is just a half stack. I'm going to turn goat down just a smidgen. I'm sorry, Tim. There is just a half stack on the porch on the second level of his apartment or his house. And he just starts to play the national anthem with, I'm pretty sure it's a warlock. I don't remember. He's got some guitar that he's playing out of a fucking half stack on the roof early in the morning. And eventually, like, one of the neighbors comes out and is like putting their flag up, and he starts to play the anthem, and it's not good, but it's so good. And then eventually an old man from like another house over starts shooting at him with a BB gun. And he's just playing this national anthem while getting pelted with little pellets, and the old man's just like, ah, click, 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 bah, click, click, click. And the whole time he's just like, what are you doing, man? This is America's song. This is America's song. USA. USA. Oh goddamn, oh man. It's good. It's really good. You will like it. It has my seal of approval. You likes the trash. I got some trash for you. Okay, we need to fill in some bigger spots with this. So, first things first. Minotaur. Album's about to end, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put Renaissance on. There we go. Now we got our proper sculpting music. Now we can do all the things. Foot Ultrons, easy crank motherfuckers. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, no, it's so worth your time. Yes, we have officially traded movies. I'm good with that. We will watch Come and See this weekend and Junkhead. You all have my word. I love that there is like an entire band. I don't remember I don't remember what country it's in, but there's just a whole band that just plays shows of doing covers of their music, and someone plays a harmonica, and they like fucking tour and sign autographs and shit. I absolutely love that. And like the Bolivia had just no idea. So when they find out, they're just like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? They don't even need us. Also, Polyphia on a harmonica. Hilarious. Very good. We were talking Monday. Roz, you can hear me. Watch, come and see. If you can hear me, come and see. Yeah, Justin Long's character in Sasquatch Gang is so good. That's also where I'll get my own. Don't you worry, Hal. I'm not going to say the line because you need to hear the line that's actually said first because it's just so good. But I say it all the time. Okay, you go do that. I'll go get my own. Don't you worry, Hal. Man, we are making some progress today, babies. Man, okay, so we're 7 days in, 7 days in November. Yeah, well, these are, I'm thinking honestly, a month. Within the month, these should definitely be done if I just do them in the morning hobby hang. I'm just trying to get this to blend and push itself together. If Polyphia is too loud, I can absolutely turn it down, guys. I'm always thrown off whenever Grebo and Greblin are not doing their thing and it's just quiet down here. It's like I need noise in the background to like not feel like I'm going crazy. But then it's like okay, well I don't want to just hum Polyphia at you guys the whole time. Ideally, you'll go and listen to Polyphia yourselves, and then you'll start humming it, and then I don't even have to worry about it because you're all addicted too. You're just synesthesia, the band. Just if you can feel it, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I think I have synesthesia. I see sounds. I see them. Yeah, that's good filler. Then we'll go back in with some green and we will refine all of these muscles. That's good for just a undercoat. Oh, come and see. Oh, it's Russian. Cool. Cat boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nah, that's at a good volume. Cool. Cat boys. Probably raid and pillage, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, that's what this group of cat boys is all about. Just raiding and pillaging. Cat boy raiders. Also, everyone likes to pretend like they don't like cat boys. I put a fucking poll up on Instagram and I'm just like, hey, cat boy warband. They come out of the walls to vote on it. They're just like, oh man. Again, I don't know what people like. I don't understand. It's like I'll say something and people will be like, oh man, that's just kind of crazy, Eli. And then I'm like, well, let me put this in a different way of speaking. And like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Where's the difference? Where's the miscommunication on my end? What am I saying wrong? Maybe I just need to be more upfront. Just like, who's ready for the horniest Mordheim warband they've ever seen? Just put it real blunt. Hell yeah. Okay, it's coming along now. Nico so vanilla. Who's pretty they don't like Catboy? Well, I don't know. I think some classic Beastmen would be hornier. Literal horny cast system. I get it. They have horns. There's a caste system in this warband, and I think it will become more clear as we kind of define it. I'm pretty firm that these are going to be the horniest warband anyone's ever seen. Maybe to the point that some people really don't like it. But it's not going to be... I don't know. I don't like any of my stuff to be directly in your face. I kind of like the whole, if you know, you know, and then you're like, Jesus Christ. Kind of like the whole frustration thing. The amount of people are like, what the heck even is that? And it's just like, eventually I'm like, okay, enough people keep asking me. It's a dick cage. Like, that's what's on frustration's head. But then every now and then someone's like, I know what that is. Fuck yeah, dude. Wow, so we pretty much used all of that on the Minotaur, but that's cool. It's cool, it's cool. We're just kind of filling in this neck area. You see, he's going to have this one is definitely much more akin to, say, a lion as far as its build. And I kind of wanted to show that, like, obviously with, like, the Beastman, the bull is, like, the biggest, beefiest one. Like, and they're all very bovine, whereas, you know, with this, it's just, like, the biggest, beefiest. It's going to be a lion. Lions are the biggest, beefiest felines, like, on the planet. So I really wanted to try and draw inspiration from them. I do still very much like the hooves, so I didn't go with Paul's for that. Gooben style dong hanging. I don't know if we're going to do any... I mean, he's going to have... There's going to be a cloth, though. Sorry, I got tasked with grinding all this. It's funny, but I'm busy. No, you're good. You're good. No worries at all. Well, a key... I'm just going to do it now. We're gonna put this into our memory because I've already forgotten from the last time I did it. But a very key thing is we need to know exactly how tall he is. His crotch is, it's 28. I thought it was 28 millimeters, which also made it kind of funny because it's like, 28, of course. But we need to know the height of his crotch area in order to make sure that other things that we have yet to build yet are going to be proportionately correct. But this is a freaky little warband. I'll leave it at that for right now. That's a tease. That's what we call a tease. That's what we call a tease. And that's the sound of some gloves. Sorry if you didn't like that. If you really liked it, you're welcome. All right, more clay. Clay for the clay goobers. I need to glue these parts in. Whenever I open my drawers over here, they often flop out, like the little edge piece that fills it in. And I don't want that to keep happening for the rest of my life, so I'm probably going to glue that. It is 9:48 and all is well. Oh, hey, here's a thing. You all asked to see proportions on my rhinos, the comparison, so I'll do that. I do not have a rhino, but I've got a drop pod. To give you an idea, I think everybody knows how big a drop pod is if you know how big a regular rhino is. So here is a drop pod. For scale comparison to my... Okay, let's grab. So here is Helbert. Here's Helbert. Primaris Helbert. He's big. That's a drop pod, right? here's my true scale rhino. So he actually is of the height that he would be able to step out of that hatch the way that they do in the art. But yeah, there's a comparison between the two. It is noticeably larger, like 30-something% bigger. But yeah, I had to get those out of my traveling case yesterday. So also, I'm just going to show this because I'm excited, and you guys need to see it because I'm excited about it, okay? But here's everybody on their little display case. Look at that. We're all so happy to be here. And magnetized. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about it. Feeling pretty good about it. Just like this. Yeah, man, I cannot wait to see the pictures that I took of these. Of Kelly's, the rest of Kelly's. The night that I took pictures of, the pictures look so fucking sick. That's going to probably be the one that I put into Discord whenever we get off of here, just so you guys can see it and zoom into it. It is the hair on the weapons. Is freaky spooky sex stuff more horny than presumably Gunnar bait Sisters of Sigmar that are bound to exist out there? I personally think so. I personally think because Slaanesh is supposed to be all those things to 11. So I think if you don't start in the BDSM kind of play space and then build up from there, it's not going to be right, in my head at least. But yeah, everything that I make is definitely heavily inspired by a lot of that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of imagery and symbolism that I try to put into all of the things to imply things if you are familiar with certain other meanings and whatnot. So I think it's more intentional than just big boobs and big dongs. So I often find that more, but I mean everyone is different. But that's typically my intention, is to try and make it to where it's just like, yeah, it's not so on the nose that you're like, yeah, that's hot. It's more of like, oh, I get it. Which I would think that if you are enthralled by the god of sensation and excess, you would not be fazed by more mundane things like just big boob sororitas and female guards, those kinds of things. I would think that you'd be into some real crazy shit like blood orgies. Also, if anybody is ever like, man, I don't know, I've seen some weird stuff that Gunnar bait that was absolutely not hot. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with that entirely. Yeah, in fact, honestly, the majority of that, I guess, when I think of it as the difference between the pinup models for like Kingdom Death and like any of the the monsters that actually have like psychosexuality like themes embedded in them. There's a difference between like, oh man, that's hot, and then there's like, oh god. And I guess all of mine, I kind of lean towards the, oh god, like if it's sexy, quote unquote, and I'm making it, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be something that someone could be into turned up to 12 or 11, to where it's just like, yeah, that's your thing, but even you're like, no, I don't like that. But in my head, that's just kind of how Slaanesh is just taking things excessively. Just gonna fill in these arms. You got some big old arms, my friend. Do you even lift, bro? Just little beasts, man. Wah, wah. not in the camera frame, I don't think. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. But yeah, no, good point, Possum. I don't ever want like, oh, this is my opinion to be like, yep, it's fact. It's just more of that's how I make my stuff, and why I do it like that, and why I find it horrifying, I guess. The hows and the whys. Trying to add more nightmarish realism to concepts, I suppose. So that's probably good for just filler. I will do this arm. But no, very good point. I gotta figure out when we're gonna do the next episode of Piss Pants, everyone's favorite podcast. Piss Pants. Wake up in the morning, climb into bed again. Piss Pants. Eat a bucket of chili. Piss Pants. Just a whole bucket. Hi, Shankly. Welcome back. I think it could be funny in and of itself. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I've seen somewhere a game of Legion Imperialis Titans printed with proportions that would make the KD pinups look tame. Oh God. Which, like, I don't know how you would show up to a game store with that and feel not weird. Yeah, which I guess someone in that group chat did ask to see both sides, so I guess someone was into it. They're into it. They're into it. And if yeah, it would have to be. There's definitely like a, oh yeah, it's supposed to be absurdist. It's supposed to be funny. I guess like. And that's I think a big key difference. And like people like Adepticon stuff, like whenever they saw like frustration, they're like, what is this thing's name? And I was like, oh, it's frustration. It's my commentary on fragile male masculinity and toxic male masculinity. They were like, oh, I thought that it was going to be like stinky or something like that. And I was like, oh no, like I don't make anything with humor in mind. Everything is intentionally trying to show the darkest reflection of something. The only exception to that is like when I'm specifically making something really silly. And then I do kind of also like it to still be like, yeah, it's horrifying. Like a turnip. I guess the funniest that I get is like Turnip 28, where on the surface you're like, oh, this is pretty silly. The moment you look and think about anything that's actually happening in that world, it's fucking grisly and horrifying. Like a bunch of little root farmers beating each other to death in the mud. That can be funny from a certain standpoint, but then like the bio horror of what is actually happening is pretty grim. Very, very open for some really horrific shit. When your world is capable of just growing teeth out of the ground, it can add itself to just being very absurdist and silly, but from a taking it at face value of what it is, very, very horrifying and nightmare-inducing. I definitely like that setting. And I've got two little turnip armies. One that I made and one that Kelly made. That eventually we will finish so we can start playing Turnip too. But it is on the back end of games that I really kind of want to cover. Just, I don't know how much I could do to personally bring more attention to it, whereas there's a lot of other games like Necropolis, Flames, that I don't think, Flames of Orion that is, that I don't think have the same amount of people's attention. So I kind of want to try to help out and bring some attention to that. 1490 was the first of those, and again, it's not a, oh yeah, these are, it's just, hey, what games do I love and I want people to know of. And then of course, obviously, we get into the whole spectrum of GW, and it's just like, well, the whole thing's kind of different there, because we're not really going to be playing anything that they make that they can make money off of me promoting. We're going to make stuff for games that are dead or that we just don't even have rules for. We're just kind of doing our own thing. That's just going to be filler, but we've got that kind of sketched in. We'll go ahead and just split the hoof. We'll split the hoof. It's like sweep the leg, split the hoof, sweep the leg. Someone in this group is going to need to have some like baby horse feet with the little awful nightmare skin flippers that I just am upset now every time I think about it. I'm just like, oh god, they're so scary. Why do they have flippers? Little meat flippers. You're welcome. Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think I've seen those STLs. Okay, well, talking around with more jiggle physics than a DOA volleyball game. Dear God, all this route is fucking scary. I need to add brakes to my turnip troops. Or beaks, hell yeah. Put on the dice, so good. Also, there's a covered turnip twice. I think Max is eating well in free adverts. Hell yeah. Okay, well. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think that's it. I really want to try to make sure that one, I show stuff that I love, like, because if I don't really enjoy doing something, you all will know, because I have to fight myself to do it. Like this Black Templar spite army that I made, out of spite. Doing things out of spite is not a good reason. Now, doing things out of spite because you love something, that's a good reason. I don't love that. That's why it never got done. All right, my friend. Let's fill in your little crouch. Now, with all that said, I might end up finishing that Black Templar stuff and make it just for third. Because, I mean, they are nostalgic as fuck for me. But my Black Templar is going to be a little different. They're going to be exactly what they kind of are, which is absolute fucking psychopaths that are honestly more the bad guys than the good guys. And hopefully anyone with a lick of common sense will be able to look and be like, oh, I get it. I see what you're doing. Very, very different than the, this is the right thing to do. Just like, yeah, you fucking Nazi. Yeah, they're the baddies. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of leggies here. It's 10:03. You sillies, I didn't even know you were gonna let me just keep going, huh? Whippies. Whippies. Gotta get your flippies on if you want to go to the pool. I don't want to go to the pool, I just want to be born. Oh, well, you need flippies so your hooves don't rip your mother in half, little horse. Disturbing. It's disturbing when you think about it. I remember when I had flippers on my little hooves. I remember when I still had my little hooves. It's been very fun hanging out with everybody today. I love when the chat's got more people in it, and I don't feel like I'm just making Possum and Mowgli just talk to me, so they don't feel like I'm just sad and lonely. But I know they also like to talk too, so I try to remember these things. I need to get better about apologizing about talking. Which is funny because in that like episode of Piss Pants, like I say that and Shankly says it, and then the amount of people that are like, you need to quit apologizing for talking. People want to hear you talk. I'm just like, thanks. I was also thinking about that. I think it was Possum, but I've not really thought about it in a minute because my brain's just been going non-stop, but either Possum or Dark, but one of them was talking about watching over time, from when I started this to now, you can literally see me as a person soften, and that is a weird concept, like artistically. It's just like, yeah, I do really much like that. Uh, you can see me doing what I love to do, and over time, just slowly getting happier, less on edge, less guarded. I think that's a good thing. I think that's the kind of like overall arcing project that I really want to try and put out. Uh, walls up for too long, you know, and it really can impact you. Makes you see the world in a very nightmarish way, which is good and bad. But again, this is where I'm like, sorry, I don't mean to just talk about myself. I got trauma, and I'm sharing it with everybody. Wham. Own your place. Yeah, I've never watched the show. Did BoJack have flippers? I don't think so. Dear God. I've seen you grow more comfortable for sure. I can still tell when you get uncomfortable though. Yeah, I don't have a poker face. I don't have a poker face at all. So I do my best, but I definitely still get uncomfortable at times. I do feel very comfortable, like streaming though, like especially morning hobby hangs. The only time I'm like, man, I'm kind of uncomfortable, is definitely trying to showcase something. I have a little bit of discomfort with that at times, depending on how comfortable I am with the game. But yes, timelines of progress are great. That's why I love Trent's Daily Bold. Oh yeah, usually when you think you've offended or upset someone. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You could tell it me and I'm going to laugh. I don't take shit seriously. I feel like the world is pretty nightmarish anyway. However, we've all carved out our little areas for joy. Exactly. No, I don't really yell. I don't get, I mean, obviously I have like little like, I'm so goddamn angry about this, but it's just like, yeah, you give me 5 minutes, I'm fine. That's just kind of how I am with the whole emotional dysregulation, as they say. So yeah, I don't know. I've definitely, anytime that I feel like I've upset someone, or if I've, you know, hurt someone's feelings or anything like that, that definitely is where I'm just like, fuck, because it's not my intention. Like, especially when it's like not, I do a lot of shit posting or shit talking, that kind of stuff, but there's a big difference between like intention and like playfulness, I think, obviously. But so much more of that comes out, I think, when talking as opposed to like text. I've just never been writing what I mean. There's just not good ways to explain it, like, oh, I mean this in the silliest way possible. But yeah, I appreciate you all saying that. It really does help. Helps me. And that's kind of, I want to be better, and I want to help others be better. Just getting comfortable with being me and showing people what I like. And if they like it too, then we're good. And if they don't, well, then they don't have to stick around. I'm trying to remember what cartoon that's from. Or no, it's not a cartoon, it's Frank. Frank says it in Frank's Pretty Woman. After the throwing up the blood capsule scene. It's very good. And if they don't like that about me, well, then they don't have to stick around. I love Danny DeVito. He's so great. He's a national treasure. I hope he's doing okay. Like the stream fuckers, you guys work for free here. I mean, technically I am, but I would like any kind of support. I'm trying to do the best I can and like make the world a better place and not tell people to give me money, but I don't understand how to do those things. But obviously I appreciate any like, any subscribes, anything. Uh, and just the company. I mean, honestly, the company is, your time is the most valuable thing that you've got. Uh, Jay's called action brought by Mowgli. I'm guessing because you're afraid of what someone will say there. Yeah. Is that where shitposting comes from? As a derivative of shit talk? I would assume. I would think so. You will do a lot of talking and you'll not look at chat. So, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So, often, if I'm not looking at the screen and I'm like talking and I'm like kind of going for a little bit, a lot of it is to keep myself from getting distracted because, and that's the same thing with like talking in person. Working in corporate, like, you know, in the corporate world, so many of the things that you have to do for like being, oh, you need to make sure that you look professional, you need to make sure you're doing this, are just not how I work. So like I masked learning how to make eye contact and stuff with people for so long. But when I'm actually really talking to someone and I want to make sure that I say exactly what I'm saying and that I put the thought into it that needs to be put so there's no room for, you know, misinterpretation, I often do not make eye contact because if I do, I will start to get distracted and I'll look at, you know, the person's face, and I'll just, my brain just does that. So if I look not at the camera, but kind of like off to it, or just kind of like this, and I'm talking to someone, like if you all were here and you're the camera, not making eye contact is very helpful for me to help me finish my thought process. Whereas if something pops up and I read it, it will just interrupt, and then a lot of times I'll just forget entirely what I was talking about. So it's a little bit of a mix, but if I'm uncomfortable, it's just like, and it's rare. It's rare that I get uncomfortable on here, especially. It's just more of anything that's, I don't want my opinions or my outtakes on things to ever upset anybody or make them think less of me, because like I have best intentions. It's just more of a, I see things differently and I'm very aware of that. So I try to make sure that I never step past what I'm trying to do, which is just, you know, put a little bit more light out there. Which is ironic because it's just like, yep, I like to make the darkest shit, but it's all reflections of what I see. But it's just like I'm putting it out there so other people can see it too, because I want them to think. I want them to think about it. So yeah, that's it. Sorry, I just did the whole thing. As an investor in Distillery, I resent that statement. It's between when you're focused on your work and when you've said something that you feel has offended someone. Okay, have 0.1% of the company. Mowgli is Tencent. Get him. GDD stock will go up. Well, at least he ain't the Saudis. Gee God, dear God. Hey, at least I'm not the Saudis. Hopefully all that tracked. Again, this is where it's just like, man, the afterwards of like explaining myself and then just like, did they understand what I mean? Do I need to do it in a different way? Yeah, man. I think a lot. I'm in my head too much. But this has definitely helped me get out of just my head. And also it's helped me see, you know, other people like what I like, and I shouldn't be ashamed of it or think less of my own work because it's different. Or what I like or anything like that. It's all been very helpful and very healing for me. So that's the overall goal, is always to show people what I love and why I love it and how I do what I do, and answer any questions that they have, because so many people are afraid to ask questions. I'm afraid to ask questions. I mean, it's a very normal thing. We have kind of had that ingrained into us, a lot of us. So just trying to be there is really, I don't ever want anyone to be like, man, that guy said something, and because I don't have bad intentions. Like on just a real note, I don't ever want the way that I explain something to not match what I've said, and then me worry about them being like, well, I'm done listening to him because he's an ass. And it's just like, that's not what I meant, man. But there's just so much of a a difference between a conversation and like texting, typing, all that stuff. Uh, and I'm a hothead, but again, it blows over really, really quick. If it's something that's like, just like, mildly aggravated. Eh. Now, if it's like real Nazi shit, it's like, yeah, no, that's a holding grudges baby till I'm dead. Die on that hill. Fuck Nazis. But yeah, I'm here to be the pocket healer in every MMO. I think it's healthy to have disagreements even with people within your community. Oh yeah, no, I agree. And it's important to have different people in your community. Like I cannot stress that enough. And like while Steve and I were doing Piss Pants, like it was just like I didn't want to talk shit. I don't want anyone to think ever that I'm talking shit about like the Hive Scum Boys, because I absolutely love them. We just have we have a different goal, and we have a different thing that we're trying to do here. And I love what they are doing. They brought so many people in that I don't think would have felt like, yeah, that's a place for me. And I'm just trying to do the same thing. I just want to make sure that the people that did not grow up in a hardcore scene or a punk scene feel welcome, if they feel the way that I do about a lot of stuff, because that's what made me feel welcome in a hardcore scene growing up. Feeling like people who saw the world the way that I did, that they got me. And they come in all different colors and shapes and sizes, and like it all comes down to like sweater goths. I don't know if you all are familiar with what a sweater goth is, but at one point in time, while trying to figure out, man, what is the style of fashion that I really like, and it's just like I don't remember what it is, but there's so many different like subgenres of style and fashion, especially in Japan, which is like oh yeah, 90s Japan. If you look like, if I feel like I'm going out of the house and I look like I could be walking around in mid 90s Japan or Blade Runner, then I feel like my aesthetic is complete. I've done it. World's two full virtue signalers. Whatever happened to keeping it 100? That's it. I just try to keep it 100. Speaking, remember, y'all, tomorrow is RWT's Secret Santa last sign up. Yay! And Russell, we trust. They were talking shit about me. Confirmed. They were talking shit about you? Oh, you mean no? You were not. You were not the Joe Rogan. We were not talking shit about you. I don't know if who was talking shit. Were you saying that Steve and I were talking shit about you? We would never. We talked about how much we love you, and then we talked shit about those pick me possums, the ones that are just like pick me, pick me. Talk shit about those. You guys were on Kiss Pants. We did not talk any shit. We talked only praises. We only sung praises of the possum and how much we love you. Just a good possum. And Steve and I both were like, oh yeah, I love that possum. There you go. See, spreading a little healing. They said I'm the Joe Rogan. You're not. You're not who we said. If anything, we said you cake keep. Not gatekeep. Cake keep. Just like, nah, you're not allowed in unless you like this big old cake. Yeah, no, sweater goths. It's just like, oh. The difference between like, oh, at heart, someone who's like really into goth shit. But on the outside, they just wear a lot of fluffy sweaters and pretty colors. But it's just like, yeah, they just do nothing but like horror shit. That's my wife. When I found out about that demographic, I was like, oh shit, that's my wife. That's what she does. She's very cozy, but she likes the darkest shit, and you would never guess. Sweater goth. Alrighty, I'm gonna put the last of this stuff on here, and then I think we're gonna call this. I went a little bit over today, and that's okay because we were having a good conversation, and I love you guys. So, teehee. I am still in the okay. Yeah, I was like, I've not looked at the fucking screen in a while. I want to make sure that I'm not not doing the thing. Also, I don't know if I broke any of the cardinal sins of podcasting. I feel like we might have not done some of the things that you're supposed to do, or it's a sin. And I stand firm by my statement. Most of my MO is, what are the things that I'm not supposed to do? Can I make you love me enough that you'll let me get away with it? I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm just a subversive little shit. Sometimes I'm right. Like the All Cat Boy Beastman Warband. Yeah, like that. Just like this. Okay, come on. You're getting... This is crazy. You're being crazy right now. Get in there. This is not Polyphia. How dare whatever this is. Wow, actually, this is also a pretty good amount of green stuff because, like, I'm now out, but hey, we got all the little spots filled. That's a fun little coincidence, isn't it? We need video for the podcast. Oh, no. I'm the pick-me. No, you're not. They said I gatekeep. But they know I'm a poser. No, you are not. Possum. Poser Rogan. That's Shankly talking about Eisenhorn. She's like, I didn't choose the poser life. It chose me. If you, man, I can't stress enough, and I went on a rant about this yesterday on the phone with Steve. If you've not ever read or listened to the audio versions of Eisenhorn, like that series, if you like Warhammer at all, if you like grim dark, they are the best books. Like, they make the world, the universe that it like takes place in my opinion, just feel real to me. And I think the biggest part is that they use so many regular humans, and that when they do show anything like Chaos Marines, spoilers for anyone, the best Chaos Marine, like depiction of a Chaos Marine from like a human character, it's in Eisenhorn. It's so good. All the Chaos Marines that they show are just horrifying. Like, in the way that you're like, yep, that guy's been alive for 10,000 years, and he is a true monster. Just monstrous in every meaning of the word. Okay. So let's wrap this baby up here. Little cat boy shaman doing the cat magic. Cat magic, baby. Whisper. Yeah, we're just dialing that in lightly. That way we can still do the skin over top of it. We're just wanting to get a foundation that we can sculpt the legs and the hooves on. Yeah, hell yeah, we did a lot of metal work today, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't leave me, it's getting cold. I see the light. No, Mowgli. Stay with us. I'll be back on Monday. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Oh no, my foot's asleep. Piss. The whole thing's asleep. It's just limp as shit. What are you doing? Oh god. Yeah, I'm super gluing all these. What the fuck? The likelihood that you guys actually will maybe one day see me step down and turn my foot entirely backwards and just like scream is not zero. And I don't know how many other people say that that's the case on their streams, but I'm telling you right now, you might watch me break my feet one day. You don't understand how long that is, Eli. You wouldn't understand. You can't. That is a long time, and I will miss you guys too. But I'll pop into the Discord, and I'll watch the movies that you want me to watch. I'll do it. I'll do the thing. I'm excited. So, about both of them. I just need the time. The thing that I was going to say, and I got distracted, was next week I did set in motion. We finished The Fall of Rothenburg, So we need something else to do. We're going to play a game of 1490 with a special guest, Kelly. Kelly and I are going to play some 1490. Do a live stream of it, so you guys can see how that goes down. So it'll be her little Doom company against mine. It'll be good. It'll be really fun. I'm really excited to show you guys. I absolutely love the game. And while the Fall of Rothenburg has been very fun, it doesn't have the same sheer just like this is so good that I think two Doom companies fighting over scraps really does. It really highlights the game. But the story does do a very good job of kind of the concepts and the vibe. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. So I will go ahead and I will start the... I gotta clean my desk. My sweets. Mowgli, Possum. Let's see, Shankly, Gavin McCormick. Thank you for hanging out. And for hopping in the chat. Yuri. Boop, 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 boop. I know Roz is here. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody. Shankly, Roz, Possum, Mowgli, Gavin, Yuri. I think that's everybody. I think that's everyone. If I've missed anyone, please let me know, guys. But I think I got them. Yeah, finish it every time saying it, and I hope it never comes out disingenuous. It's like I'm trying to make sure I say the things because I don't want to seem like I'm scripted, because I'm not. I think it's pretty clear I'm not at this point. Yeah, no, your time is the most valuable thing that you have. Whether you want to call it a resource, an asset, a commodity, you only have so much, and the fact that you spend any of it at all with me, I really appreciate. It really does make the world of a difference. So I appreciate you guys so much. If you would like to support my work, as always, like, subscribe, that kind of stuff. Tell your friends, but you don't have to do that. I'm not trying to push anything on anybody. We've got the fourth wall. I'm working on trying to get the fourth wall to where it's actually something worth people donating to. I was going to put the podcast up there first. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. So it's technically on there because it's linked to the YouTube, and at the end of the day, I want everything that I do to be available to anyone, regardless if they donate or not. But I am trying to come up with some things that are, like incentives, or not incentives, but at least hey, you can get something back other than just that, because I do want to make sure that I give something to people that do keep me going. But yeah, that's blah 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 blah. Take care of yourselves and each other. Sit pretty as always. And I will see you guys on Monday. I'll be in the Discord. I'll be popping stuff in periodically. And I'm gonna watch some movies. So until next time, I love you all. You're all great. You're doing a great job. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Take care, friends. Bye. Thanks again.